Today we will learn another important topic from C, array in C. Consider a scenario where you need to find out the average of 100 integer numbers entered by user. In C, you have two ways to do this. First, define 100 variables within data type and then perform 100 scanf operation to store the entered values in the variables and then at last calculate the average of them. And second, have a single integer array to store all the values, loop the array to store all the entered values in array and later calculate the average. So which scenario is better according to you? Obviously the second solution. It is convenient to store same data type in one single variable and later access them using array index. So today we will discuss about an array. What is array? An array is a variable that can store multiple values. For example, if you want to store 5 integers, you can create an array for it. So int data 5. So we want to store 5 integers at a time. The variable name is data and data type is integer. So how to declare an array? In this way. General form is this. First you have to write data type. Here it is integer. Then the array name. Here is its data. And the array size. Here the size is 5. Take another example. Float mark 5. So it is an float array of size 5. Name is mark and data type is float. Here we declared an array mark of floating point type and its size is 5, meaning it can hold 5 floating point values. It is important to know that the size and type of an array cannot be changed once it is declared. If you declare this, you can't change the size and type of the array again. You can't change this 5 and you can't change the data type. So access array elements. How you can access array elements? You can access array elements of an array by indices. Indices means within third bracket the indices is 0, 1, 2. These are indices. Suppose you declare an array mark as above. The first element is marked 0 and the second element is marked 1 and so on. Some keynotes. Array have 0 as the first index, not 1. In this example, mark 0 is the first element. If the size of an array is n, to access the last element, the n-1 index is used. So here the size is 5 because it starts from 0, the last element is n-1, that is 5 minus 1, 4. Suppose the starting address of mark 0 is 2120. Okay, because it is float array. So float takes how many bytes? 4 bytes. So mark 0 takes 4 bytes. So marks 1 take another 4 bytes. Mark 2 takes another 4 bytes. In this way, if it starts from 2120, so the next address is 2124 and the next address is 2128 and so on. So how to initialize an array? It is possible to initialize an array during declaration. During declaration, you can initialize the array in this way. Within second bracket, by using comma, you can declare an array. You can also initialize an array like this. You can also initialize an array. Here you have within third bracket you have to write 5. But you can't write 5 because you already initialize. So you have not specified the size here. However, the compiler knows its size as 5 as we are initializing by 5 elements. Change the value of an array element. So this is our array. It is an integer array. I declared and initialize also. Now make the value of the second element 2 minus 1. So second element means this one. I want to make it minus 1. How? Just write mark 2 equal to minus 1. See, 10 becomes minus 1. Now take another example. Make the value of fifth element 20. I want to make this 9 to 0. So just write mark 4 equal to 0. It becomes 0. Input and output array elements. Here's how you can take input from the user and store it in an array element. First, take input and store it in the third element. So third element means index is 2. So you have to write scanf %d because it is integer, ampersand mark 2. So in this way I can take third element value from the user. So take input and store it in the ith element. If it is ith element, so how you can write? So you have to write in this way, because array starts from 0. So you have to write ampersand marked I minus 1. Here's how you can print the individual elements of an array. Print the first element of the array. Just write printf, then %d because of integer array, and mark 0 because it is first element. Array starts from 0, index is 0. Print the third element of the array in this way, because it starts from 0, so mark 2. Print the ith element of the array. %d mark I minus 1 because it starts from 0. Next day, we will learn some programming example on array. And that's all for today. Thank you.